If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome too. My name is Tiara, and you're always welcome to come read with me. So, Tiara here, and it's been about 2 months since the last time I uploaded. The reason for that being simply lack of motivation. Like, that's it. I tried to push myself to both read and record, but it seemed like it started feeling like it was more of a chore instead of a hobby, which is what this is supposed to be for me. Yeah, but that was my own pressures. That was me. But that's also been an overall problem for me, and like in all aspects. Yeah, I've just kind of been feeling like everything is more of a chore than anything. So I decided to take a moment, take a step back, analyze my feelings, try to assess why this is. The answer to why I started feeling like this was also simple. I wasn't, or I haven't been doing things for myself as of late. And I know that having that need to do something for yourself can kind of sound selfish, and yeah, it kind of is. But it's a healthy selfishness, and that's something that I've kind of struggled with for about 8 years, which is how old my son is about to be in 2 weeks. You know, being a parent will do that to you. Then you pair that with societal pressures to be an emotional martyr, and you have this really toxic cocktail just waiting to plunge you into a depressive state, which is, it's so easy to do. And the fact that I work exclusively overnight full-time doesn't make matters any better. You know, that comes with its own challenges of trying to find like work, life, sleep balance. And I've been doing this for almost 5 years, and I still haven't found that balance. So yeah, you pair all of that together, and I constantly have like this emotional shitstorm looming in the background. Sometimes it gets just close enough, but it's back there, and I've been trying to figure out how to combat that. Or maybe cabin fever had started to set in. Who knows? But that's where I am right now. I really hate the wintertime. With that said, I did manage to get some reading done. In these 4 months, I have physically read a whopping 3 books, and last night I actually listened to an audiobook, which was surprisingly quick. It was like 26 minutes. That's how long the audiobook was, and I thought that I wasn't going to get anything out of it, but it turned out to be an interesting read. So thus far, I've finished, what is it, Taxation in America. I'll put a picture up. Beasts of No Nation, which I struggled with. I struggled so hard with that book at first, but I got through it, and I'm happy that I kept going. And then I just finished The Black Dot Eye Reader by Adam Pendleton about 2 days ago. And then, of course, last night I listened to the audiobook Stoicism. Stoicism. I cannot remember the name of the author who wrote it. But so, another update. Got a dog. Not on purpose, but I got a dog. My mom actually called me. It's been about 3 weeks now, and a lady had walked into her job while she was at work, handed her the leash, claiming that she had found the dog in the parking lot, but mysteriously she had like all of his medical records. So she made that claim, and then left her and her son, or her and what looks like could have been her son. It was an older woman and a young boy, but it was a note left on the back of his papers saying that they loved him. His name is Joey, which we kept. We didn't feel right changing his name. And they couldn't take care of him, which was very true. So at my mom's request, I come to pick him up because she can't keep him at work. So she's thinking she has a dog. Now, when I went to pick him up, he was nothing but bones. Like, picking him up, he was so, he felt so fragile. It was ridiculous. Now, in my mind, I'm like, no, we're not keeping this dog. This is an obviously very sickly dog. Sickly dogs are expensive, and I have kids, so that'd just be heartbreaking if my son became attached to him and he died in 2 days. Like, I was just like, no. Like, his paws were so rough. It was ridiculous. Like, they had kind of been cut up or something. Like, they were bad. And he was terrified of everything and everyone. Then my son was able to gain his trust after I got him home, and they fell in love, and I just could not. I couldn't. After that, I was pretty much hooked. Like, there are no two beings outside of Angelo and Joey that I have seen be so happy to see each other. I mean, ecstatic happy. I'm sure my son would miss the dog more than he missed me if both of us went on vacation together. Like, positive. So as my boyfriend put it, this is my newfound son, Joey. Say hi, Joey. Say hi. He is a toy poodle, or a teddy poo, and he is 9 months old according to his records. With him being a sickly dog, we found out that he had double ear infection, yeast infection in both ears. So that's been hella expensive, and then he has another vet's appointment next week before I leave out to go on vacation for my sister's graduation. So yeah, that has not been the fun part. He's not housebroken, also not fun, but he's getting better, and he is so needy because, I don't know, I heard that's the thing with poodles. Now, on to my earlier point of healthy selfishness. As I was brainstorming on how to restore my happiness and satisfaction with my own life, I remembered a book that I own, Flow. And Flow is written by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, I think is how you say his name. I don't know. Google translate that. I'll put his name across the screen. And I read the book last year and I haven't picked it back up. I mean, it was a nice read. It made me more aware, or put a name to something that I had noticed that I've experienced more than once, and that is the state of flow. The book does a really good job of explaining what constitutes flow, or the state of mind of flow, and why flow is so important. Now, the book isn't like a how-to manual of how to like purposely tap into flow, or but it gives a good outline of what is experienced through flow, or what is experienced during the state of flow, or when your mind is in a state of flow. What is flow? Flow is a state of mind, and this is achieved by concentrating on one thing while forgetting about the outside world. So, you know, you don't worry about how you're going to pay your bills that day or that moment. You know, you don't think about what's for dinner. You don't think about anything outside of the task at hand. And being in a generation, being in a society that is so hell-bent on being the best multitasker, I'm sick of multitasking, okay? So when I think of flow, I think of it as a functioning meditation. So you're still getting something done, but you're giving your brain that quiet that it needs, that seclusion, that moment that it needs. You're giving your brain that downtime, kind of like staring off into nothingness, but you're also getting something that's important to you done. I really want to teach my mind to kind of slow down. Want to put my mind in a state of smelling the roses more often. That's what I want to put into practice for my own well-being. And I think that actively seeking flow will also help me to be a healthy selfish, because I know that when I start on something, it is not only am I concentrating on the task at hand, but it's for a purpose, and it's to train myself to not multitask, to be more present, more in the moment, more appreciative, more focused on what I'm doing instead of what I'm doing plus the noise behind me. Hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm rambling just a little bit. Like most of us in this age of technology, I'll let something keep me out of my groove, or I'll hit a patch, or everything it'll just seem like too much because I'm thinking about too much. I'm trying to do too much. I'm trying to figure out how to fit so much stuff in so little time, like so many tasks in so little time, and that becomes frustrating. So what do I do to kind of get rid of that anxiety, or to set my mind at ease? I turn to procrastination. So social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, can get lost in Pinterest. And then when I finish with that, And I'm out of that kind of state of flow because in all reality, I've lost track of probably hours of time getting absolutely nothing productive done. So it's a really unproductive state of flow. And then I'm again feeling that disappointment. Just it continues to be a cycle, and I'm ready to break that cycle. But I know I need to do that by actively putting my left foot forward and actually doing something about that. So yeah, my new motto is, or my new mantra is, multitasking equals burnout. And I'm sick of feeling burnt out. I'm sick of feeling that lack of control. I'm sick of making, and I'm sick of accepting excuses from myself. So here's to change. Here's to actively seeking productive flow. Here's to a healthy selfishness. And I hope that you guys can find that too. Right, Joey? Right, Joe? Alright. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave it below in the comment section. And I'll see you again soon. I'm feeling a little more motivated. I have a goal to work towards, so probably in a week or so.